Now it's okay. Now it is okay. Check it. Fine. In this session, we are going to discuss about IAM users, IAM groups and attaching policies. IAM groups and attaching policies. One by one, we'll discuss with hands-on. I prepared the PPTs. Already I uploaded in Google Drive link regarding this identity and access management. That is the AWS identity and access management. It enables you to manage access to AWS services and resources in secure manner. Using identity and access management, we had to create IAM users, we had to create groups, and you are given the permission to allow and deny their access AWS resources using identity and access management. And also identity and access management can also keep our account credentials in private. Keep our account credentials in private. Those are identity and access management features are there. You can refer the PPT. The important terms in identity and access management, the four terms are there. One is user, second one is groups, third one is role, and fourth one is permissions. Okay. Now, the IAM user account provides one login with its specified permission. For example, in this session, I am creating IAM users. For user 1, I am given EC2 permission. Only that service is worked out. For user 2, S3 permission I am given. That is, only S3 features are providing. EC2 service is not providing. That is, the user IAM user account provides one login with its specified permissions only. Groups. Group is nothing but number of users, that is, they form the group. Here, the group, it allows you to apply specified permissions to a group of users. For example, I am given the permission for group 1, EC2 permission. Whatever the users are there on that group, the EC2 permissions are applied. Next, the role provides a simple way to delegate group of permissions to a specified users or AWS services. For that, the role is used. Permissions. It contains permissions which specify actions an entity can perform and on which the resources are providing. Those are the important terms: IAM users, groups, role, and the permissions. Whatever you are given the permissions, those will be applied. Now, IAM types of accounts in AWS. There are two types of accounts are there. One is root user, second one is IAM users. The root user is nothing but your root account credentials are the email address and the password. Using your email address and the password, you are open your AWS management console. That is nothing but the root user. The root account credentials are the email address, password, with which you sign in to the AWS account. All the permissions are provided, whatever the permissions are, whatever the services are there in the AWS account, those services will be worked out in root user. Second, IAM user. That is, you are create the identity and access management user. Whatever you are given the permission to that user, only those services are worked out. For user 1, you are given the permission EC2 service. EC2 service only it is working, not the S3 service. For user 2, I am given S3 permission. It is providing the service S3 features only. It's not providing the features for EC2. That is for IAM users. IAM users. Okay, now in this session, I'm going to create two IAM users. For user 1, I'll give the access to EC2 machine. For second user, I'm given the permission for S3 bucket. I'm given the permission for S3 bucket. In this session, I'm creating two IAM users. For first user, I am given the permission EC2 service. For second user, I am given the permission S3 bucket. Right? Sir, how we have to create IAM users? That's we will see with hands-on. You have to open your AWS account. Click on AWS Management Console. Sign into the console. This is the root user. See that there are two types of users. Root user. Root user, we have to enter your email ID and the password. Right? Whatever the AWS services are providing, all the services are worked out in this root user. Now, in this session, I'm creating identity and access management users I am creating. After completion of IAM users, I'll start with how to create the groups. You have to search it on search box, IAM, identity and access management. Click on enter. Right here in left side, we observe that access management. Under the access management, users are there. Click on that. Right now, there is no users in my account. There is no identity and access management users. There is no IAM users. In this session, I am going to create two IAM users I am creating. That is user 1, I am given the permission for EC2 service. For user 2, I am given the permission for S3 service, S3 futures. Right? Now, how to create IAM users? Under the access management, you have to select the users. Here at the top side, add users option is there. Click on add users. You have to give the username. You have to specify user details. I am given the username is user1. I am given. You have to put the tick mark. Provide user access to the AWS management console. Put the tick mark here. Here, are you providing console access to a person? Specify user identity center, or I want to create IAM users. I have to choose the option I want to create IAM users. Scroll down. Here, I am selecting custom password. Here I am selecting the password name is, that is, what is the user I am given? Username, the user one. Now, the password I am given, user @123 I am given. This is the password I am given. I copy and paste it in the notepad. Okay, fine. Now, users must create new password at next sign in. Are you recommended this one? No, I am not recommend. I'll remove this tick mark. Okay. Click on next option. Here, I am chosen permissions option. This user, add user to a group, or copy permission, or attach policies directly. Right now, I am not explaining the groups concept. That's why I am not choosing the first option, permissions option. I had to choose attach policies directly. Next, permission policies. For user 1, I am given full access permission for EC2. That is, you have to type it and permissions policy in this box, easy to full. Click on enter. Here Amazon easy to full access option is there. We'll put the tick mark. Put the tick mark. Scroll down. Click on next. Scroll down. Click on create user. The user one is created. User one is created. Continue. Wait for few minutes. That is user one. Username is user one. I'm not adding this user one to any groups. None. Last activity never. I'm not implementing for this user multi-factor authentication, right? I'm not adding. Wait for few minutes. Now, password is I am providing. Now I am creating one more user. How we had to add one more user? We had to choose the option add user. I am given the name is user2. User2. Copy and paste it in Notepad. Copy and paste it in Notepad. Put the tick mark here. Provide user access to the AWS management console. I have to choose the option. I want to create an IAM user. I have to choose custom password. I am given the password user @123. This is the password I am given. Copy and paste it in the notepad. Here I'll remove the tick mark. User must create a new password at next sign in. I'm not recommended. That's why I remove the tick mark. Click on next. Here permissions option, the user to add user to the group. I'm not given the permission. Right now I am not creating any groups. Copy permissions. I am not copying any permissions. I had to attach the policies directly. I am choosing the permission option, this one. For this user to permission policies I am providing S3 full access permission I am given. S3 full. Type it. Put the tick mark Amazon S3 full access. Scroll down. Click on next. Scroll down. Click on create user. Scroll down. Return to users list. Click on continue. See that user 2 is created. User 2 is created. User 1 is created 2 minutes ago. Now the user 2 is created. User 2 is created. Any organization are having only one account. For example, on the organization are having 30 employees. 10 users, they are working in AC2. 10 users, they are working in S3. The remaining 10 users, they are working some other. But then we have to create the groups also, right? With the same account number, we are given different usernames and the passwords you are given. Now, this is my AWS account ID. I copy and paste it in Notepad. Copy and paste it in Notepad. Okay. Now, I have to open the new window. New window. Here I am login AWS login. AWS management console. Now we had to choose AWS type is IAM user. When you are chosen IAM user, it is asking account ID 12 digits. This is my account ID. Copy and paste it here. copy and paste it here. Click on next option. The IAM user name, I'm given this is IAM user name. Copy and paste it. Username is user1. The password is, this is the password, user@123. Copy and paste it. Click on sign in. Click on sign in. See that? See that? See that? The user1 is created. This is my account ID, right? This is my account ID or not? See here. This is my account ID. What is the username? User1. What the permission I am given for user1? EC2 full access permission I am given. Now, click on services. You select the EC2 service. Click on the instances. I want to launch the instance in user1. Instances. Click on launch instances. I'm given the name Linux server. Linux server 1. Choose the operating system image. Amazon Linux. Amazon Linux. Scroll down. T2.micro instant time. Key pair. Linux server key I am given. Direct I am downloading .ppk format. Click on create key pair. Now in network settings, click on edit option. And given the use security name is Linux server security group I am given. Copy and paste it in description. Scroll down. Type is SSH. Port range is 22. Source type is anywhere. Scroll down. Storage 8 GB default is providing. I am not providing any advanced details. Click on launch instance. Remember the students where I am launching the instance in user1. I am launching the instance. EC2 is workout. Whatever the features on compute service, all the features are worked in this group, in this user, in this user. Okay, fine. Now, for this user1, on services on search box, you have to type the S3. Click on S3. Now, you have to click on buckets. Bucket. What the message it is displaying? You don't have permissions to list buckets. After you or your AWS administrator have update your permissions to allow S3. In user1, I am not given for S3. I am given the permission for user1 EC2 service. That's why it is showing this message is showing. This is the message is showing. See here. So in user1, it is work out only the future EC2 service. Only the service EC2 service only work out. Now I have to close this one. I am launching the instance in user1, that is in the my AWS root account also, that instance. I have to sign out this one. Now I'll open my root user AWS account. Root user AWS account, this one. Now in search bar, in services, click on EC2 service. Select the instances option. See here, I am creating the instance in the user one, but it is there in the root account. It is there in the root account. Okay, that's fine. Now, for user 2, what the permission I am given? S3. Now, I have to open the user 2. User 2. I have to click on the another browser, sign into the console. I had to choose the IAM user. For that, we have to enter the account ID, 12 digits account ID. This is my 12-digit account ID. Copy and paste it. IAM username, user 2. Copy and paste it. Enter the password. This is the password. Copy and paste it. Copy and paste it. Click on sign in. For this user 2, click on the right side top. This is my account ID. IAM user is user 2. In this user, I am given the permission S3. S3. Now, I try on search box EC2 service. Click on this. See that error is showing. Error is showing. Elastic IP address, API error. Load balancer, API error. Snapshot, API error. I am not given the permission for user to EC2 service. That's why it is showing the error. When I search it on search box S3, select S3. I'm creating the bucket. Click on bucket. Click on create bucket. I'm given the bucket Sheshadri user 2. Sheshadri user 2. The name I am given. AWS region, Mumbai region I am chosen. ACLs is enabled. Scroll down. I remove the tick mark, block all public access. Put the tick mark for acknowledgement. Scroll down. Click on create bucket. Bucket is created. I am creating the bucket. I am creating the bucket in user 2 with the name Sheshadri user 1. With the name Sheshadri user 1. Click on this bucket, open this bucket. There is no objects. I am uploading the objects. Add files. In the desktop, in Vardhaman College folder, I am chosen the object. I am chosen the image. This image I am chosen. Click on open. I am given the permission. Grant public read access. Put the tick mark here. Click on upload. The object is uploaded in this bucket Sheshadri user 1. Sheshadri user 1. One object I am uploading. Right? In user 2, I am trying to launch the instance using EC2 service. It's not work good. Why? Because I am not given the permission for user to EC2 service. I am given the permission for user to S3 permission only. For user 1, EC2 permission I am given. For user 1, I am not given the permission for S3. Right? I have to close this IAM user, sign out. The same bucket is there in my root account. I have to open, this is my root account. In the search box, I have to type it in S3. Click on S3. Click on S3. See that Sheshadri user 1 is there. I have to open this bucket. This is the object is there. This is the object is there. That's the way to create IAM users from your root account. Your creating IAM users. For those users, you are providing the passwords also. You are providing the passwords also. Where you are creating the users, where you are creating IAM users, you have to type it on search box, IAM, click on this one. Here on left side, access management is there. Under the access management, choose users. The two users I am creating. See that. See that. User 1 is created 15 minutes ago. User 2 is created 12 minutes ago. That's the way to create IAM users. Now, I need to create groups. How we had to create IAM groups? Under access management, user groups option is there. Click on that. Here in this screen, right side top, create group option is there. Click on create group. Give the user group name. I am given the name is group 1. I am given. Add users to the group. I am given in this group. I am given in this group the user 2 I am adding, and attach permission policy, or otherwise I am not adding. Just now, wait, I am not adding any users. Add users to the group, that is optional. I am not adding in this group. Here for creating the group, I am given the permission S3 full access permission I am given. Click on enter. I have to put the tick mark here, Amazon S3 full access. Click on create group. The group is created with the name group 1. With the name group 1. See that? Wait for few minutes. This is in under process. Under process. In this group, is there any users for group 1? No. 0 users are there. You have to click on the group. I want to add the users in this group. How we have to add in this group users? You have to open the group and then choose the option add users. Add users. Right? Add users. Here already existed users. If you want to add, we can add the user too. Click on add users. Now in this group, you see that how many users are there? One user is there. One user is there. Now I am creating one more user. Under the access management, choose the users option. Click on that. I am creating one more user. Click on add user. The user name I am given user 3. Put the tick mark this one. I am chosen. I want to create IAM user. Choose custom password. I am given the password is user @123. I am given. This is the password. This is the password user @123. I'll remove the tick mark. Click on next option. Next option. Okay. Here we have to set the permission for user 3. Add users to a group, copy permissions, or attach policies directly. Now for this user 3, I'm add user to a group. The first group I am adding. Group 1 I am adding. Scroll down. Click on next. Click on next. We can click on create user. The user is created. User is created. Wait. Wait for few minutes. Now observe that user 2 on which group? Group 1. User 3 on which group? Group 1. User 1 on which group? I am not assigned any group for user 1. For user 1. This is the way we had to create IAM groups. We had to add the users to the group. Now, in this group, we had to click on the group name. Group 1 is there. In group 1, the two users are there, user 2 and user 3. Right? Now, I want to remove or I want to add one more user, already created users. You can click on add users. If you want to remove particular group user, you have to open the group, select the username. Here we have to select remove users. If you click on remove user, this user will lose the group permissions. Select remove option. That user is removed from group 1. That user is removed from group 1. See that user groups, group name is group 1. You have to open, only one group is there. Only one group is there. This is the way we had to create IAM groups. We had to add the users to that group. We had to remove the user on that group. Those are the steps we had to follow. Now, I'm creating one more group. How we had to create IAM groups? In IAM, under the access management, we had to choose users group. Here at the top side, right side top, create group option is there. We can choose create group. Give the group name, group 2 I am given. Group name is group 2 I am given. I am not add users to the group right now. Scroll down. I am given the permission, attach permission policies, EC2 full access permission I am given. EC2 full we have to type it. Click on enter button in your keyboard. You have to put the tick mark and click on create group. Group 2 is created. Wait for few minutes. How many users are there in group 2? 0. 0. Now I want to add users in group 2. Under the access management, choose the users group. Click on add users. I am given user 4. Put the tick mark. I am selecting I want to create IAM user. Choose custom password. I am given the password is user @123 I am given. This is the password I am given. I'll remove the tick mark. Click on next option. Here, permissions. You have to set the permissions option. Add user to a group. The user 4 I am adding to the group 2. Put the tick mark. Click on next option. Scroll down, click on create group. Group 2 means EC2 permission. Return to users list. Click on continue option. See that user 4 is in group 2. In group 2. Click on users group. You have to open or you have to refresh this one. In group 2, how many users are there now? One user is there. One user is there. Open this group name. User 4 is there. Now, directly in this group, I want to add the users. You have to open the group. Add users option is there. Select add users. Already those users are there. For user 1, I am given the permission EC2 full access permission. Select this user. Add users. Now, you'll see in this group 2, how many users are there? 2 users are there. You have to open this group 2. User 1 is there, user 4 is there. This is the way we had to create IAM groups. We had to add the users. We had to attach the policies on that group. If you want to remove the user on group 2, select the user, click on remove users. If you click on remove user, this user will lose the group permissions. It is showing the message. Select remove option. That user is removed from that group. If you want to doubt, click on users group. Group 2, user 4 is removed from that group. If I want to remove the user 1 in group 2, select this user, remove users, click on remove option. User 1 is also removed. Click on users group. See that group 2, there is no users are there. Sir, I want to remove the group. Select the group. We have to choose the option delete. Here we have to type it the group name. What is the group name? Group 2. Type it. Select. We have to choose delete option. Delete option. That group is deleted. The group 1 is there. In group 1, one user is there. I want to remove this group 1 also. Select the group. Click on delete option. See that? Delete group 1 permanently. All users in this group will lose the group permissions. To confirm deletion, enter the group name in the input text field. All users will lose group 1. You can choose delete option. See that? Whatever the under the group the users are there, all will be lost. Here you have to choose the users. Those are the users are there. If you want to remove the users, just select the username, choose the option delete, and we have to type it the username. This is the username. Copy and paste it. Delete. Delete. The user 1 is deleted. Similarly, I want to remove this user. Click on delete option. Here we have to type it user 2 delete. User 2 is deleted. Similarly, this user also delete. User 3 delete option. User 3 is deleted. You have to delete user 4. Delete. Type user 4. The user 4 is deleted. Those are the steps we have to follow to create IAM users, to create IAM groups, and add users to the group, attach policies to the group. Those are the steps we have to follow. Those are the PPTs are there. Those are the PPTs for creating IAM users. That is, one user will access EC2, another user, I'm given the access permission for S3. For that, we go to the IAM, click on users, click on add users, enter the username. I'm given user1, select AWS access type. That is, we can connect AWS account with two ways: console access, command line interface. We have to select the custom password. We have to enter the password and uncheck the required password reset. Click on next option and click on attach existing policies directly. Here I am given the permission EC2 full access. I have to select the policies. I am not given any tags, and directly we can click on create user, right? Similarly, I am creating another user also. For that user, I am given the permission for S3 full access permission. Those are the steps we have to follow for creating IAM users and attaching the policies. These are the PPTs for creating IAM groups and attach the policies. That is, go to the IAM, click on users group, click on create group, enter the name of the group, attach the permission policy. For group 1, I am given the permission S3 full access permission. Click on create group. Create a new user with the group. We have to select the AWS access type, enter the password, click on next. If you want to add user to the group, just the add option is there, add user, and we have to select the user, right? Those are the steps we have to follow. Those are the remove user and add user to the group, and how to remove the groups. All those steps I am providing, right? Now in this session, I explain how to create IAM users, how to create IAM groups, and attaching the policies. Those concepts I am explaining with hands-on. If any queries, raise your hands. In the next session, we discussed the another concept, that is custom policies and password policies. I discussed in the next session. Any queries, raise your hand. Any queries, raise your hand. Okay, thank you. Thank you.